Looking for top quality HVACR tools? TrueTech Tools is here to help. From instruments to hand tools, in stock and shipped fast, they have you covered to get the job done right. Visit TrueTechTools.com. Quality tools, essential support. All right, I am in the cafeteria at NAFEM, and I have two people here that I work with quite often. I'm interviewing Scott Westbrook and Andre Frenette with Alto-Shaam. If you guys aren't familiar with Alto-Shaam, you're going to learn a lot about them, but they're a really great company, made in America, family-owned company, and we're just going to talk about some of the benefits of Alto-Shaam and what they have to offer. So thanks for coming on, Scott.
You betcha. Glad to be here.
Glad to be here, too.
Yeah, it's kind of I had more microphones and I messed up. They won't work, so I'm about to go spend more money, it sounds like. My wife's going to be thrilled about that. So you want to talk a little bit about the history of Alto-Shaam first and get started that way?
Yeah, we can do a brief history. Alto-Shaam was founded back in 1955 by Jerry Moss and stuff. Fun play on words, Moss is Sham spelled backwards. And Alto is Al and Tom, two of the partners that were with him in the beginning and stuff. Family-owned business. Same family runs it today that started it. The son, Steve Moss, is now our president and stuff, based in Wisconsin where we first were started. Family-owned business, like Pat said here, and it's a family organization, and we like it that way and stuff. We're one big happy family at Alto-Shaam, and it's a great organization to be a part of.
Yeah, I've been up there several times for training, and you guys are you still working on that big expansion, or is it complete now?
It's almost done. I think we're moving in. Andre,
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah,
and
6
stuff.
weeks
We're moving in.
Yeah, so they were real excited about, expanding and bringing in more space, bringing in more material, more ability to make everything in-house. You guys are proud of that, and you walk to the factory and the factory workers are excited. They're happy to be there. And it shows that, Alto-Shaam really is a big family. Everyone has a stake in it. Everyone feels a part of it. It's really cool to see when you tour the facility.
Yeah. The company, we take pride in the fact that our employees, us included, we are so well taken care of. And I don't mean just, compensation-wise, stuff like that. We're all a part of the family, and we're made to feel that way. Whether it's your birthday, having dinner with the president type of thing on your birthday, it's just freaking, it's awesome, that we get to go to the culinary center for the folks that work on the factory, and they cook them dinner and stuff for their birthdays or anniversaries or Christmas and things like that. It's a true family feel.
You walk around the factory, you run into Mr. Moss. It's Steve to everybody almost. He just walks up there, shakes your hand, asks you how it's going. There's no. It's a family.
Very approachable.
Yep.
Yeah, I think when I did my tour last time, I think he was out on the factory floor and stopped and talked to people.
I would not be surprised. Yep.
But they had the 70th party the other night. That was really cool to see everyone there celebrating.
That was awesome. Yeah.
Celebrating 70 years of Alto-Shaam, and he was excited up on stage giving his speech. Yeah. It was really cool to see that. As the owner of a company as big and as still family owned, he was excited and looking forward to growth that Alto-Shaam's putting out there. You guys put out a tremendous product. It started off with a heated holding cabinet, and now you guys are probably one of the top combi producers out there.
We are the top combi
producers out there. So if you guys don't know, they are made right there in, I can't say
Menominee Falls.
Menominee. I say outside Milwaukee, but Menominee Falls, Wisconsin. If you ever get a chance to go there for training, make sure you go there. Take a training course. Sandor does an amazing job teaching that class now. He takes a lot of pride in it. You guys will have some service managers come in and help out, but it's a great class. I learned a ton. My son's been there. He's learned a ton. I'm looking to send my younger son later this fall and get him trained up. But you get a tour of the facility. They got robots welding these cavities right there, and you can just watch it all. And it really is made in America.
And the Masterclass training is a hands-on class. It's 4 days. We do classroom, then we go to the labs. We have equipment set up. They're running. We take them apart. We bug them for you guys. You guys do troubleshooting. And like you said, Sandor's got a ton of experience. The service managers that are in the class all have at least 20, 25 years of experience.
Yeah.
So
that's another thing.
You can tap us for any information you want.
Your service managers have all been techs, though. They've all been in the field.
We have.
So you guys know what the struggles are, and that's really cool to see. It's not just somebody that came up through Alto-Shaam. It's someone that came up in the industry, knows the ins and outs, knows the struggles we see, and you guys have our backs out here, and it's really good to see.
I always say during training classes that if I ask you to do something, I know what it is, I've done it, I've been there on the Friday afternoon at 4 o'clock when you're stuck on a piece of equipment and you're looking for help. So when you guys call us, we're there to help you, and we appreciate helping you because you're helping our customers basically.
Yeah, Sandor Horkey, he's our service training manager at the factory. That's his primary role.
Yeah.
He came from tech support, and he did come from the field as well, so he has a lot of experience. And then we regional managers go up there to assist that training class to bring a more outside perspective of the, hey, we saw this problem out in the field, what can we do and stuff. So we bring a part of that into the class with us as well. So like Andre said, the classes are, I call them freaking awesome. And
oh yeah, dude, I love that.
Freaking awesome. They're a lot of fun. We have fun in the classes. It's not just a 4-day, 8 hours, you're sitting there bored out of your mind class. It's hands-on, like Andre was saying. We've listened to our field partners of what they wanted to see in the class. So it's not something we just develop and it's there, you got to do what we say type of thing. It's say, hey, what do you want to get out of this class? It's your class, and we want you to get it out. We're going to give you the information, but we want to get the information out to you that you want to see. So what we've done this year is, last year it was really heavy in classroom, I would say 50-50. And this year the training classes now are more 75 to 25%. So 75 hands-on, 25% classroom, because you still need that level of classroom. We would love it to be 100% hands-on, but you got to understand, principles and sequence of operations, schematic reading, and things like that. So great classes. We appreciate your kind words on that for sure.
Yeah, I was excited. All my guys that go are always excited when they go to come back, and my son does it, and I use him as an example because I talk to him all the time. But he came back and we put him right to it, and I was the probably number one guy in Indiana, and I think my son probably with 2.5, 3 years experience is taking that from me for Alto-Shaam, unfortunately. But I'm always there to back him up.
And that's fine. We need those younger people to move in and fill those roles that unfortunately we're losing quicker than we're replacing. The level of talent, I've been doing this over 25 years, the level of talent that I had access to when I started out, you just don't see that anymore. Especially during COVID. COVID really put a strain on the service partner network because of early retirements, furloughs, or whatever the case may be. We lost a lot of good talent and stuff, and it's great to see, like in your example, that your son is moving up and you're taking him under your wing, if you will, and promoting this industry, because we don't have enough of that. And with your podcast and stuff, it's great.
I'm in the same situation in Canada. The workforce is so hard to get to now, and when you find somebody, you need to train them properly, because experienced technicians don't exist anymore. Everybody left the industry for a while. And what's coming in is people that want to learn. If they want to learn, Alto-Shaam will train them how to work on our ovens. And even though it's Alto-Shaam training, that applies to everything else you do in the field.
Oh yeah.
It's a crossover. Insulation or wiring or troubleshooting is the same for every piece of equipment. So
just everybody does it a little different way.
Exactly.
As long as you understand what you're doing, you can make it work.
Yeah. We're all different, and to Andre's point, we push towards sequence of operation. We push towards, if you don't have the answers, here's where you get it. Go get the help. What we don't want are technicians that are on an island. They're out there on their own, they're trying to figure it out, and they're struggling, they get discouraged, and they say, you know what, I just want to move to do something else. We want to know that there's tools available to all of our service partners and stuff via the website, training videos, manuals. I think you can attest to our website. It's pretty freaking awesome that you go out there and you get a training manual or a training video how to troubleshoot gas on a CTP, step by step. I mean, who does that and stuff? That's pretty. We pride ourselves in that kind
Every
of
technician
thing.
has the whole Alto-Shaam
That's
service
it right there,
catalog
in your pocket.
It's in your pocket, so we show them how to use it.
We guide them towards it.
I wasn't aware that you guys had so much stuff on there until last time I took that class. And I was like, holy, there's a ton on there. Once you know where it's at, it's on there.
It's right there at your fingertips,
Yeah, so that's really cool you guys do. So let's talk about some products. Do you guys make everything from a small little teeny holding cabinet up to great big full-size combis that, I can stand in. So what do you want to talk about first?
Well, our primary product, of course, is our holding. That's what we were founded on, and it was founded based on a need. Mr. Moss had a need with his chicken business he had back in Wisconsin. He delivered chicken out of his Volkswagen Beetle, and that's the reason for our Beetle signs all over our 70th anniversary booth over there. That was his Volkswagen when he started the business and stuff. So the need was he needed a holding cabinet in his vehicle to deliver chicken, to keep it warm. So fast forward, garage to where we are now, that was where we started and stuff. But yes, so now we are holding, all things holding. We've got our cook and hold. Cook and hold transfers over into our smokers, so our smoking holding cabinets. Of course, all of our, specialty products, our drawer warmers, our carving stations, our drop-in hot and cold wells, our combi line. We could go all day on the number of models of combis we have, our rotisserie line and stuff. So you see where I'm going with this.
Everything.
We're not a one-stop shop. We pride ourselves in we're pros at making lots of different products to take care of the needs of our customers out in the field. So
Alto-Shaam did a big innovation in the 90s when they brought in the combi to our product, because for a long time we were known as a low and slow cooking company.
That's right.
And Jerry Moss had the idea of going into the combi world, which was kind of controversial back in the time.
1987, I think it was?
87, 88,
85
something
or
like that.
87, yeah.
And now we're the premier combi manufacturer in the United States.
Oh, for sure. I love working on your guys' stuff. It's it does what's supposed to do, and it does it efficiently. It does it easily. It's not overly complicated for the technician or the end user. You can get in there. It's serviceable. There's room to work on stuff.
That's right.
You guys have got it figured out on that combi. And I love
ease of ownership, ease of service. Very serviceable for all of our service technicians. For anybody that's worked on our equipment, especially our combi line. When you open it up, you're like, where's all the pieces?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
So we take pride in that. And something else we do different is, even though we launch a new product line, so say this last year we went from the CTP line to the Prodigy line, the only difference you'll see is in the controls.
Yeah.
So if you really open up a CTP and open up a Prodigy, you're really looking at pretty much the same components. We made a few tweaks here with thermistors from probes, things like that. But the bulk of the main items, your blower motors, things like that, it's all the same.
Yep.
Same area, same constant.
It all tests the same and everything.
Exactly right. And stuff. So we take a lot of advice and tips from our partners in the field, not only service, but our customers. What do you want to see?
Yeah.
They want to see ease of ownership, ease of maintenance. And that's what we try to provide them. And like I said, I've been doing this a long time, and I love working on Alto-Shaam, even before Alto-Shaam. There's room, there's great tech support, and I'm sure you'll get into our tech support
we'll
here
talk
shortly
about tech support,
and stuff. But not to say this because I work for Alto-Shaam, but I think we do it better than most. For someone that's been in the industry as long as I have, we all have horror stories of, I've been on hold for 3 days to get tech support. If you're on hold for 3 minutes with tech support with us, it's an opportunity for us to get better.
Well, there's a manufacturer, and I'm not going to say who it is, but if you're on hold for tech support for an hour, once they set 60-minute mark, it automatically just hangs up on you.
Wow, you would never get that at all.
No,
Never.
The first time it happened, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And then I talked to somebody like, oh yeah, it's set up to where if you're on hold for 60 minutes, it just dumps you. It don't even let you leave a voicemail, it just dumps you.
That's too
Like,
bad.
that's not how you want to treat the technicians out there, because that technician's the face of your company, especially under warranty. You're
Sure.
representing whoever that is, and you want them to be prepared with every option they can.
Absolutely.
And you guys, I don't think I've ever held over probably 5 minutes at the busiest time ever. And I think it was like lunchtime at a busy time. And I think, but it's still never a long wait.
That's right.
And if I do have to wait, and if I do get on a call where I have to call back and talk to someone, they always give me their extension.
That's right.
So I call them, I leave a voicemail, and they call me right back. You guys tech support, you guys do a really good job.
Tech support's great, and don't forget you have your regional people. Like Canada, you have Andre here. The Northeast, you have me. Southeast, you have Jerry Polka. The Central, you got Claude Ransford, Matt Payment in the West. We have Juan down in Latin America. We got people, Leon and them over in Europe and stuff like that. So we have people, China, all over the world. We have a footprint where you have a local person that will support you. So if you can't get a hold of our tech support, or we need to take it a step further, you can always reach out to one of us regional players, and we're there to support you. I think you can attest to that. You call me too sometimes and stuff, and we chit chat about things. You have, as a matter of fact, I give out my personal cell phone number to our service partners. That's how approachable we want to be at Alto-Shaam. We have nothing to hide, and we want to support all of our partners, sales, our service out in the field, because that's what family business does. And stuff.
I've got one cell phone. This is my personal cell. It's my number that I give out to every single technician that I train. My business card's got my cell phone number on it. We're there to help.
Yeah, I've got a great relationship with Claude. He's my area guy, and I'll text him, and if he's not busy, he'll call me right back. I mean, he does teach, and he does sometimes he's in meetings and stuff, so I do get delayed a little bit, but he's always eager to help me. He's always has the information. If he doesn't, he makes sure, puts me in touch with engineering or whoever it is that can give me that information to help me out. You guys really do stand behind your product and your service company.
We're proud of our company.
Yeah.
And it shows with how we do everything from the smallest thing to the biggest thing and stuff. And that's another perk of being a family-owned business. We don't have to go through layers of things to help support our people out in the field. If they come to us with a problem or a concern or even a solution, we listen to that problem, concern, or solution, and we work towards via escalation process to solve that for them and stuff. And we stand by that. We stand by our product and our.
We can go to engineering. We can go to software engineering. We can go anywhere to get the answer we need. So you call us, we'll find the right person to help you right away.
That's good. That's good. I mean, so what do you guys expect from a service company or a service provider or a technician like me? If I was to call in with an issue, I'm on a combi oven or whatever it may be, and I'm struggling. What do you expect from me when I call in?
I expect the tech to at least have tried, first of all. Don't call for an answer, okay? That's a pet peeve of mine on the phone lines. I answer a lot of technical phone calls, but I expect, if you're working on gas, you've taken your pressures, you've taken your microamps, you've done the basic work. From there, I can help you right away. But if I got to walk you through, okay, now you got to put your meter, you got to tell me how much gas pressure you've got, what's going on. Just do a little bit of work. I usually tell technicians when I'm training them, if after 45 minutes you do not know what to do to repair the unit, then you're calling tech support to get the help you need. But do the basic troubleshooting first.
Yeah, my rule has always been, and this is the way I go out to my service partners and when I do trainings in the field or whatever, even the factory, 45 minutes. Give it 45 minutes. With what we provide you in resources, and what I mean by resources are the tools that we give you to be successful in the field. That could be a service manual, that could be a training video, or whatever. Look at the tools, read the manuals, look at the training videos we have on our website. Just go out there, Alto-Shaam.com, go to service videos, they're right there and stuff. Try to give it that one for all. And then when you do call us, to Andre's point, make sure you've done those checks. If you're working on a gas oven, did you take a gas check? Because we're going to ask you that. If it's a water fed problem, did you take a water pressure test?
So okay is never an answer.
No, the answer, yes and no, but the answer we don't want to hear is, I didn't do that.
It's good. That's what gets me. It's good.
No, it's not good. It's not. We could go down that rabbit hole all day long. Like on pre-site things. Did the gas, was there gas pressure? Yeah. What wasn't it? So the more better in this situation. We live by the mantra of less is more. We don't live by that. We want as much detail as possible. So if you give me a 10-minute story on what the gas pressure is, awesome and stuff, because I get more detail that way. I'm not having to keep pulling the information from you. So point being, call us. That's fine. We're not a crutch. We don't manufacture parachutes. We're not there to save you. Call us after you've done your part, but there is help needed. We will help you. That's what we're here for. That's what we get paid for. That's our job. To get that customer up and running. So try to give it that one for all 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
And what techs don't realize is when they call tech support, all the tools that we're using are practically the same thing that you guys have on the website, or it's just presented in a different way for us to access it when I'm on the phone and talking to you guys. But it's the exact same knowledge or
with a little more field experience. We've seen some things,
I mean, of course, the guys have seen that problem a couple times. Maybe they know
all the time.
Shortcut or answer to it. That's really cool. I've always had good luck calling in. I've always had really good people on there. And generally, if I got called in, it's pretty crazy. It gets to a point. It gets to a point where if I got called in, I'm kind of a little worried I'm calling in. But I got to remember that the tech support guys, they don't know they don't know me personally. They don't know my experience. They don't know what I do. So I got to make sure. A lot of times they start at the beginning, and I feel like they're treating me like I don't know what I'm doing. But then, I'm guilty of skipping past an easy step that may have been the actual problem.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Sometimes people feel that way, but you got to remember too. Our team at the office are fielding hundreds and hundreds of calls a day per person. So they don't have room to be. is this guy trained? Is he not trained? They're going to the point. Now, if you call one of us regionals, like if you were to call me, for instance, for help, I know who you are for the most part. I'm gonna get to know you, but I have that ability to take that time. I have that. They're on a crunch because they got to take these calls. So if you call us, I'm gonna reach out or say, hey, who are you? What's your experience level? What are you working on? What have you done? And stuff. And then you're gonna ask me, well, what do I do next? I'm like, what do you think you should do next? Because I put my trainer's hat on all the time. Because I think you have experience where I called you about some issues you had, and it's more of a, yes, I'll help you, but I'm going to guide you to getting the answer yourself. Because yes, teach a man to fish type of thing. I can give you the answer and then get off the phone and go do whatever I'm doing, or I can take this opportunity to give you some training, which I would rather do that because now I gave you some information you might not have gotten, and you can take that.
That's the same way I approach troubleshooting, or guys calling me for tech support is, I may know that answer, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to ask you questions that's going to guide you there.
That's right.
And then I never hear back. I'm like, did that fix it? Oh, yeah, I did this and this, and I figured it out. I'm like, yeah, I knew what it was, but I just walked you there. Because if I give you answers, you're going to call me for answers. I'm not an answer machine.
You're a parachute then.
Yeah.
You're a crutch.
Yeah, it's 100%.
That's how a technician learns. If you give them the answer all the time, they'll never make the effort of troubleshooting, of learning how to find the issue.
That's right.
Like the techs that call on tech support that are sitting in their trucks and driving to the site and say, the oven's doing this. What do I need to change? I don't know.
It's a multitude of things.
Go there and
troubleshoot
it, and if you need help, call me back.
That's right.
And some of them get mad at us when we don't tell them what to do. So it's basic troubleshooting.
So let's talk about installs a little bit. I do quite a bit of installs where I work at.
You had to go there, didn't you?
Well, no, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. You guys do a really good job for your installs. Like, the kits you supply, you guys, you put bracing on there. It comes with some struts, some clamps. I mean, you guys knock it out of the park. But you guys want it done a very specific way. And it's because, the oven's designed a certain way and it needs to be installed that way. You guys are very particular. You want pictures of everything. And I enjoy installing your equipment, especially because 99% of the time, if it's a stacked unit, it's already stacked. I don't have to stack it.
That's a beautiful thing. I'm glad you brought this up. Our install program is geared towards our service partners. For instance, something we do different is whenever you get an install program purchased through Alto-Shaam, we require that the end user bring that equipment in for y'all. And so within 5 feet, the equipment's to be inside, ready to go. If it will fit inside the building based on the pre-site, yes, we have a stacking crew at the office. Their primary job is to stack that equipment for y'all. So if you do that pre-site, it all comes down to pre-site. If we do that pre-site, very detailed, not just a pencil whip process, if we do a detailed pre-site, once that equipment lands and is in spot, it's pretty much just plugging it in, hooking up water, whatever it is, doing your post-op inspection, and have a nice day. And it's a great customer experience. But to your point about specific way, it's not so much that we just say do it this way and that's just the way it is. Like on our stacked combi, we have cooling fans at the bottom of our combis. If they're stacked, they're not on a table, so it has no base. So those cooling fans can suck in condensation, water from a floor, drain stuff. So it's important that we do that. But there's sometimes exceptions to a rule. Tight kitchens. I had one down in Lycoming College in Pennsylvania. It was a basement historic building. Only choice was to put it in this one location with a floor drain right next to it. I worked with the engineers and we built a diverter for the steam, diverted the steam away, and then plumbed the pipes in through the diverter. So we created like a dam effect, so the steam would come in, hit that stainless steel plate, condensate, run down the drain as moisture. So we took care of the steam flowing up into the oven. So the point being is, if you come into a situation where, Alto-Shaam doesn't want it that way, call us and we'll work with you, we'll make it happen. Because there are unique kitchens, because I manage the Northeast, so if you've been to New York City and try to install an oven in the 25th floor on a building, it's impossible, but we try to solve it.
I'll pass on that. I'll stay in Indiana.
There's always an exception to the rules, but at the end of the day, we need our product to work the way it's designed to, and we have to keep environmental factors at bay if we do that install.
I always tell the techs out there that the installation is like the foundation of your house. If it's crooked, it'll be crooked for the rest of your life. So you've got to do that installation properly, and you won't have any issues.
No, like I said, I do. I truly enjoy installing your equipment. I mean, the customer can order it both ways, PVC, CPVC or copper. I don't care either way. I'll do it either way. But I just love the way it looks. It's all supported, it's strong. You don't have to worry about the drain falling off the back. Some of those I get done, you could probably drag the unit around by the drains. I mean, you guys do a really good job with that. So I'm always happy to install your stuff.
If I can, from experience, Pat, you guys do a great job. I've seen your jobs that you've done and stuff, and I've saw ones where you took windows out and stuff.
Yeah,
and
Joel,
stuff. So I'm giving you a shout out. You do a great job.
We take pride in it, and that's another thing. Like what I do is I'm gonna put it out there on the internet, and if it's wrong, people are gonna call me out. So you gotta want to do the job right. You want to have pride in it, and occasionally, sometimes you do make mistakes and you don't realize it, and people correct it, and I handle that well. But I love installing you guys' stuff. It's built well. Like I said, I'm glad it comes stacked because those ovens are heavy, man.
I've zoomed in on some of your pictures before because I'm putting on my manufacturer's hat. I see an install and I'm like zooming in. Is that drain right? Is that right? So I'm going to call you out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but no, you guys do a great job. So, and the reason we offer, I wanted to touch on this. You brought up the install kits, PVC and our CPVC, high temp, and then copper. A lot of our municipalities require certain materials. A lot of my, Eastern Mass, New York City, things like that. I'm sure it's the same in Canada. They require a lot of certain products. We can only use copper here. Massachusetts, I see a lot of, we don't want to use copper because of the fire laws they have there for brazing and soldering and stuff like that. So that's why we have options when it comes to our products and stuff.
Yeah, it works out well for me. I carry a little portable bandsaw.
There you go.
It works great. It makes a mess in the kitchen, so...
Tool time over here.
Yeah, tool time. Dude, I love tools, man. My wife doesn't love my tool addiction, but I sure do.
You like the yellow and black brand, right?
No, never. I got rid of that when I stopped being an electrician. So what else do you want to talk about for Alto-Shaam? We've covered quite a bit of stuff. I didn't want this to be technical and get heavy into fixing or servicing things. I just want to get your guys' aspects on the company and service side of it, what you guys expect from service companies and technicians, and talk a little bit about what you want out of this. So that's really it.
I think for me, if I had to put weight on any one topic or bucket as far as what we expect from our service partners, is communication. Because there's going to be times not everything in our industry fits into a box.
Yeah.
Like I used to tell dispatchers back in the day, don't ever use a pen, use a pencil. Because we want to be able to change our plans, because things are going to change.
Oh yeah.
That's 100%. Why we don't make appointments. We don't have I'll be there at 3 o'clock. There's no such thing. We look for a date. Will you be there on the 25th? So communication for me is very important, and it's just doing what you say you're going to do. If you say you're going to be out there to take care of that warranty call on Wednesday, please just show up. We're going to hold you to that.
Yeah.
And then when you do get out there, try to have the parts you need. Try to have availability to our service resources via the web or whatever. Print off documents if you're going to be remote or whatever. Have the resources with you. Bring USBs with ability to download current software.
We need to talk about that.
We will get into that and stuff. But really what it boils down to is communication, Pat. Call us. Tell us what you're going to do. Just do what you're going to tell us, and be ready to complete that call when you show up and stuff. And I don't mean just have all the parts in the world. Nobody hauls trailers around anymore. But have some parts, and then have the knowledge and ability to take care of the call with the service manuals, with the training videos, because you guys do a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So you're working on one brand today, next brand the next day, or 5 brands in one day or whatever. So we don't expect you to be the pros on our equipment. That's our job. Our job is to get the information out to y'all, the service partners, and use the tools we provide you. That's all we ask.
Cool. So, software. I will applaud you guys for this. I love this. You can download the software from a mobile device,
You can.
a tablet, a laptop, a PC, whatever you have in the field. If you have the adapter
right.
for your mobile phone, you can download that. And Scott has done a really good job putting it out there. So if you want the information, you can get a hold of me and I will give it to you, or you can get a hold of Scott, or the Alto-Shaam tech support line can tell you how to do it. I think there's a video out there.
Even our website, if you go to our website, go under customer support. We put it under customer support for a reason, is we want our customers to be able to do that as well. It's that super of a simple process. But if you go to customer support, software download at the bottom of the drop down, the first thing you're going to see is a video. How to know if I've got the right software on my equipment. That's important first. You just don't want to update software and stuff, so you want to see what you got, and then once you have that video, that knowledge of what you got, then you'll click on download software, and then another video pops up on how to download our software. So again, we're huge on videos at Alto-Shaam because a lot of people are visual learners. You know, like me, I can't read books. I get bored after about 30 seconds. And so, but if you show me a video, I'm like a little freaking 3-year-old watching the video cartoon, you know what I'm saying? So we try to incorporate a lot of that visual learning in our way we do things. And you click on, like Pat said, click on download and it tells you how to do it. And you do it on your laptop, your phone. If you have a USB camera device, you can do it on there. But just keep in mind, you got to have Adobe Reader, so you can download the zip file and then uncompress it and move the files unzipped over to your USB drive. But like Pat was saying, if there's any questions, reach out to your friendly neighborhood Alto-Shaam service manager and stuff. We have the Alto-Shaam Tech website, Facebook page. You know, I'm always posting how-tos on there and stuff. So give us a holler.
And even on our website, if you go into the service videos, there's hundreds of service videos there to show you how to change different parts, how to troubleshoot, the sequence of operation. So that's another thing that the techs can look at.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys' time. I know it's a busy day at the show.
Oh, I ain't doing nothing.
You ain't doing nothing.
We're just walking around.
I drug you guys
Don't
away.
let my boss see that.
I drug you guys away from Charlie the Butcher. That stuff was amazing.
You like Charlie the Butcher? Huh?
Charlie the Butcher.
If you haven't had Charlie the Butcher, Buffalo, New York, try it out, man. Beef on a whack.
I can breathe now. That horseradish sauce woke me up.
Cleared your sinuses, right?
Oh yeah, cleared my sinuses up. So
Well, Pat, I know you appreciate this stuff like that, but you can't imagine how much we appreciate you, what you do for the industry and promoting, you know, service and stuff, and then what you represent. We think it's great. Keep it up, and we're here to support you and all of your members of your page, your Chronicles. What is it? Chronicles. Commercial Kitchen Chronicles. And
it's
stuff.
fun.
You're great, man.
It's fun. I appreciate everybody. You know, I'm getting a lot better. I used to be a little wild some days, and I'm getting better. I'm figuring out that I've got to slow down, take a better approach to things. I've grown a lot and learned a lot the last 3 years, and but it's thanks to people like you and Claude and people in my organization that they explain things to me. And maybe I'm a little abrupt sometimes, but once I slow down and think it through, I come across a little better.
From the Midwest, man.
Yeah.
Not everybody's from Texas.
I'm Irish, man. I got that temper in me. So, Andre, I appreciate meeting you. I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you very much.
Scott, as always, you're my buddy, man. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Matt.
You're welcome.